HasanAbi corporate. I don't even know what that is. We're going to do an update on the guy.
We're going to begin with the break.
Escape prisoner Danilo Cavalcante is armed and is still on the run, according to the police. He was found in a dude's kitchen on a camera. He was caught in a dude's kitchen when when the family was sleeping.
Breaking news from Pennsylvania, and it's not great. Police say escaped prisoner Danilo Cavalcante, a convicted killer, already dangerous, is now armed and dangerous. He's got a rifle. He was spotted early this morning in a place called South Coventry Township, that's in Chester County. And before that, he was seen in a neighborhood, Glenmore, nearly 9 miles away. How he got from point A to point B, they're not sure. People are being told, lock your doors, lock your cars, and be on alert. We're going to go once again to CBS Philadelphia's Brandon Goldner, who's got the latest on what is now a 13-day manhunt. They're hoping it's lucky 13 if you're law enforcement. Brandon, good morning.
Good morning, Tony. Police activity in South Coventry Township has intensified overnight. We've seen many officers wearing tactical gear and holding long rifles as they lock down the area in pursuit of Danilo Cavalcante, who police say is now armed with a gun. On Monday night, a reverse 911 call by Pennsylvania State Police gave the residents in South Coventry Township outside of Philadelphia an urgent update on the whereabouts of escaped inmate Danilo Cavalcante. Police warned neighbors he was armed and in the area and to remain inside. The development came after numerous residents reported shots were fired earlier in the area. According to police, a resident reported a rifle was stolen during a confrontation with Cavalcante in their home. It's unclear who fired the shots or if the suspect was struck. According to sources, police also found a green shirt and shoes similar to what he was last wearing in recent surveillance footage. Now police are combing through the area.
This is why it's great that we have the Second Amendment. So that you can just lose your gun to a guy who's murdered before and will do it again. You know what I mean? And before you say, like, oh, Hasan, like, what are you talking about? This is why we need the Second Amendment so we can defend ourselves. Like, yeah. You know how, like, there are guns in the hands of the criminals, right? Like, we always talk about, like, bad guy with a gun. The only way to stop it is a good guy with a gun. The only way a bad guy with a gun gets a gun is oftentimes by getting it directly from the good guy with a gun. Okay? Like, this is precisely the reason why. Like, every fucking house is a gun cache in America. Like, it's a goddamn Fallout shelter, or it's like a fucking RPG. You know what I mean? You walk into any fucking house, you got a loot box right there. And most of those motherfuckers have no expertise, and most of those motherfuckers don't know how to use it and will not use it, thank God, on anybody. Is there research or stats that support what you're saying? Yes, there is. But also, I want you to think about this critically. How do you think criminals get their hands on guns? Do you think, like, when you do guild quests or something, the gun magically materializes in your hand? Because every gun that's in circulation that is an illegal gun was once a legal gun. You know what I mean? So the question always is, how does the legal gun become illegal? After a successful raid, of course. When you go on a raid, okay, sometimes if you're a stealth character, for example, you don't necessarily have to kill the raid boss. You can just engage in what is known as pickpocketing if you have enough pickpocketing and stealth skills, okay? A lot of people, in early games, okay, before they get into the late game builds, will oftentimes beef up their stealth and their lockpicking and their pickpocketing skills, okay? So if you level those up early game, it's tremendously useful. You go into a raid, you use your stealth build to steal a gun, and then you can level up into a more physical build. You can level up into, you can keep focusing on attack points. You can have a damage, like a much higher damage output. But originally, in order to become a dex focused or a strength focused build, you need a weapon. And the way to get to that weapon is usually by maxing out your stealth, pickpocket, and basically do everything you can. Wouldn't a responsible gun owner have their firearm in a safe, not just sitting in a drawer? What an incredible take. Yeah. What are you saying, little bro? This ain't Starfield? Yeah, because It's actually much easier to find and steal a gun in America than it is in Starfield.
Looking for footprints that may belong to Cavalcante, the escaped inmate. Police have once again set up a perimeter after Cavalcante slipped by them over the weekend. On Sunday, police say he ditched a stolen delivery van in a field there when it ran out of gas.
The search in the woods was to Cavalcante's advantage. He was in an 8-square-mile area with very difficult terrain that was very difficult to get to.
Jeff Wynn, who lives a few miles down the road from where the search is happening, says he's been following the story online since Cavalcante ditched the stolen van.
If it's still like this in a couple of days, I know people around here aren't going to sit by and let it be like that. They might start going out and walking around on their own and try to.
Yeah, which, by the way, predictably they have. Here's the other aspect of having America be this like weird gun nut country. Pennsylvania residents are loading up their assault rifles and patrolling the area where the escaped illegal alien was seen. $20,000 reward announced. This person says the Vermont is dead, but the spirit of bloodthirsty meth heads with God complexes lives on through the degenerate sadists of the American petite bourgeoisie. Perfect tweet. The official ideology of the United States of America is Hitlerism, John Wayneism, Columbine thought. It's called freedom, my guy. Yes, freedom to randomly murder a Mexican dude in the Mexican dude jogging in his own goddamn neighborhood after a long week of being a CPA, okay, father to 2 children, because you thought he was the right shade of brown, just like Daniel Cavalcante. What kind of Mexican is he? You know, getting murked as an accountant when you're walking around in your neighborhood by the Heil Titler Brigade and their $7,000 kitted out MK-18 Daniel defense that has like literally all the bells and whistles, okay, for no fucking reason whatsoever, because they got terrified that a brown man was walking by because they thought that it was the actual murderer. It's cool. Obviously, this happens when, people have no confidence in the police as well. Terrified or excited? Both.
Look at this. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about, people. There is are you out here? Do you normally put these on here?
Only when dudes are running around with 20 grand price tag.
Like, this guy is oh my God, he's got a plate carrier and he has his 2 daughters in the back of his Jeep. Like, this is so stupid. Every Guatemalan in a 10-mile radius needs to stay the fuck inside. Yeah, this is like such a weird fantasy, dude. Yeah, by the way, also didn't even put a plate in there. They didn't, because that would actually ruin the LARP, because it would make it not as fun. It's an empty plate carrier. Baked Bean, Alaska.
You're looking for the 20 grand. God bless you. Be safe. See what I'm talking about?
Also, no place for the kids? Yeah. Plates that stop bullets don't bend like that, bud. Lol. What are you talking about? Are you talking to me or are you talking to him? A plate carrier, for those of you who don't know, is heavy as so obviously, this guy who just wants the LARP put the goddamn carrier on without actually putting a ceramic plate in it, which immediately gives the game away. You're not actually defending anything. You're not defending your vitals with that. It's just a bra that you wore outside of your t-shirt at that point. Anyway, I live in PA and these hogs think we are a border state. Yeah, I know. I went into Hazleton, brother. I saw the situation on the ground firsthand with my eyes. We are a border state now. Bordering on Hazleton, Pennsylvania. They're speaking Spanish out there. You heard? Anyway, they're boarding the Amish. Wait, what the oh, just let them have their fun. It's great content. No, because like on the one hand, I think it's hilarious that these dumb are acting like they are going to do the job. Okay? But it's terrifying when you think about, one, putting your child and their lives on the line, and two,
look at this.
And two, more importantly, I'm scared that they're going to kill some random brown person thinking that that's the guy. Okay? Like, you know he's a gun pervert because look at this. Come on. You're telling me an untrained gang of justice seekers going around flaunting their murder weapons so, like, double the cops? Yeah, except, like, at least cops, despite being so awful at their jobs, have, like, at least some level of training. There's going to be one guy that can demonstrate competence, whereas these are children. Okay? Do you understand? These are children with their dumb LARPing, probably never served in the military dad. That's just a regular AK. Yes, that's how you know he's a gun nut. He's just a gun weeb, okay? AKs are the tried and true perfect gun for gun weebs, including that guy Brandon Herrera or whatever. He loves AKs. Got the grip and everything. Look at the barrel hanging on the driver's side of the truck.
Put these on here.
No, that one is like, that one is what is that? That's like it's some AR looking weapon with a suppressor on it too, like a silencer on it.
Dudes are running around with 20 grand price tag.
Rewind, look at the barrel. It looks a little too skinny to be a regular AR. Plate carrier with no plates. Needs that. She needs that silencer because she's a child, and it's probably a JR-15. Typical pencil tuck, though. Anyway, so that's what they're doing for the escaped convict.
Try to find them.
The school district in that search area of South Coventry Township will be shut down as a result of this search. Meanwhile, police are searching cars, checking licenses of anyone who is driving into, out of, or around the search perimeter. Nate?
Go.
Chester County, PA isn't even Pennsylvania proper.